This call may be recorded.
Hi.
Hi.
Marissa, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. And hello to everyone joining in. I'm so happy that you're here. Put in the chat where you're joining us from.
Yes, please.
It's nice to say hello. But we're excited to be here. How's your summer going, Marissa?
It's been hot. We've been in a heat advisory the last week, and then this morning we had some rain, which cooled us down, which was nice. But
Really?
I'm tired of the heat. I'm ready to be able to go out and breathe again.
I know, right? How hot? You guys are pretty humid where you're at, or no?
Yeah, no, we're pretty humid. Yesterday, or when I looked at it this morning, it was a 72% humidity.
All right, let us know where you're at so we can get some
Mandy.
HVAC units out to your house. Just kidding. The location, put it in the chat. Hi, Mandy. She says it's hot there too. Mandy, are you in Colorado? We're in Utah, and it is hot here.
Josie, the party is here.
Nice. I'm so happy to see everybody. Yeah, we're so happy that you're here. We've got some calls to listen to. I hope everyone's staying cool. Let's listen to some calls, and we'll talk about it. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let me make sure you can hear this.
Aloha, and thank you for calling. This is Nikki. How can I make your day amazing?
Hi, Nikki. My name is Tina. I have a couple of issues going on, and I wanted to schedule somebody to come out to the house. The most acute thing is that there is something in one of the toilet tanks that's broken and keeps leaking water within the tank, not outside of the tank onto the floor. But I think the inner part of the toilet tank needs to probably get replaced.
Okay. And what else is it that you've got going on?
And then there's an issue with one of my outdoor faucets that the water is not coming out correctly, and also an outdoor bathroom sink that has really low water pressure. And I don't know if those issues are connected. I know that there's a service charge for coming out. So if it's something where everything can kind of get addressed at one visit, that would be great. But the toilet is sort of the most acute thing that needs fixing.
Okay. Alrighty. In answer to your question, yes, we absolutely can. We most definitely can take a look at whatever it is you've got going on, regardless of it being in the master or the kitchen or the outside. We will get you all squared away in the visit for sure.
Okay, let's pause. This is a good place to stop.
Yes.
All right. Any thoughts off the top of your head that you've got?
Loved her greeting. Did she say, how can I make your day amazing?
I missed that. How did I totally miss that?
She did have she had a great greeting.
Hold on, I'm going to listen to it again.
Okay.
We're on 148. Let's hear it.
Aloha, and thank you for calling. This is Nikki. How can I make your day amazing?
Oh, yeah. She did. Did you say aloha?
She did. I wonder if they're in Hawaii.
I know. I wonder too. That was
Love
adorable.
that. Yes.
I bet they're hot too today.
Say that again. Sorry.
Said I bet they're hot too today.
Oh, I bet they are. I also loved her reassurance statement. She had a very solid reassurance statement that we can take care of the issue no matter what it is. I just wish she would have restated a little bit more. That customer gave her a lot of information.
A ton of
information. And the CSR responded with, well, what else do we have going on?
Yeah.
Let's verify that we understand that first half before we move on.
I agree. So here's my thought as I was listening to this is I don't feel, and where we stopped was 1minute and 48 seconds into the call.
Okay.
All right, 1:48. And that was notable to me because I wasn't sure how to put this. I wasn't sure how likable the CSR was going to be until she hit that reassurance, which was about 1:30.
Right.
Or like 1:30, 1:40 when she started offering reassurance. So up till then, we had a full minute and a half
right
of really uncertainty as to if I'm whether or not I'm talking to someone that I feel is going to help me
Sure.
from a customer perspective.
Yeah.
So I wish I agree with you. Not only restating, but more care would have definitely helped
Care.
here.
Yeah.
You know, she hears the problem and she says, okay, what else is going on? And in fact, I don't know if you caught on to it or if maybe I don't know if you felt the same way, but there was just a moment where the customer was like, oh, okay. And then she kind of goes back into the problem.
Yeah, she kind of giggled it off a little bit and then kept going in.
She kind of like stutters about it. And what I took away from that was it didn't feel like the customer felt heard.
I could see that.
Because he says, I've got a couple of things going on, but the main thing is this. And the CSR just says, okay, what else? And it's like, well, I want to make sure that you heard that first part.
Right.
Like, let's dive into the first part and then, you know, that will
understand why, reason one, and then we'll get to reason two. Don't you worry. But we're going to reassure you with reason one before we keep going.
Right. So that reassurance that she used, I agreed, was excellent.
Oh,
it was
fantastic.
very, very well said. And you could see her intention shine real bright in that moment. It was really sweet. And so I wish you would have just said that earlier.
Sure.
So we can build the relationship a minute, way before a minute. Those things happen before a minute. That's our goal.
I agree. Yeah. I think it's easier said that you can hit those first 5 principles in the first 45 seconds of a call.
Agreed. I definitely agree. So ultimately, our takeaway so far, not even 2 minutes into the call, is I wish there would have been a stronger listen, essentially more engagement for anyone who that term may be new to, more engagement so that the customer feels understood. And then I also feel earlier reassurance, more empathy.
Yes, I agree.
That's our takeaway. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let us know what you guys think about it in the chat. I know we've got some pretty reputable sources in the chat right now. Okay, let's keep going.
That is always wonderful to hear. We love hearing that.
I missed that. I'm going to rewind it.
Definitely can take a look at whatever it is you've got going on, regardless of it being in the master or the kitchen or the outside. We will get you all squared away in the visit for sure.
You guys have taken great care of me before.
Okay.
That is always wonderful to hear. We love hearing that. I'm not really seeing anything come up for you with just the number. What is your last name, Tina?
It's Ackerman, Akermann.
Man, the CSR sounds so sweet.
Yeah, you think so?
I feel like she sounds so sweet. I think she also sounds a little distracted. Just in that moment because she's like, oh, we love to hear that. It kind of took her a minute, which makes me feel, and then she immediately goes into, I can't find you, essentially.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't know, I think she sounds really sweet, but I also can sense her discomfort.
I don't even know if I would call it discomfort. I can see where you're coming from with her being sweet. I almost feel like maybe she's just a little more monotone than I'd like. Maybe I would agree that she's sweet, that she's very helpful, but I almost want to hear more of a pickup in her.
Okay.
Just a little bit of a
energy
in the step.
Just a little more energy.
Yeah.
It sounds in this moment like she is. Oh, more enthusiasm.
Yes,
that's so good.
Yes,
that's a good word, Mandy. Thank you. More enthusiasm. She needs coffee, like me. I also need coffee and sleep. Yes. Okay, I hear that. Yeah. And that's something when I'm listening to calls, I think about is this person, because some people are just softer spoken. And I don't necessarily feel like they can't bring positivity to the call, but I do think there needs to be a level of perfect word enthusiasm.
Thinking about the tone of her voice with that reassurance statement and the tone of her voice now.
Mm-hmm.
The tone of that reassurance statement was very much enthusiastic. Yeah, we can
Yes.
absolutely help you no matter what or where the situation is. Okay, we always love to hear that.
And so that's what made me feel like it was distraction. Like she was distracted because she was trying, like we know she has it in her to use that tone. But then as she's saying it, and then she immediately goes into, we love to hear that.
Yeah, the at the end of it, that did it for me.
Yeah, I agree. As soon as she said that, it felt as if now it seems like she's not really engaged.
Yeah. So going back to our prepared principle, how can we keep ourselves prepared throughout the call so that we don't make that mistake of changing our tone of our positivity throughout the call?
Mm-hmm. Wait, see that? Are you asking a question or are you making a statement?
No, just the statement. Just going back to our prepared principle, how can we stay prepared and keep that positivity throughout the call? And yes, Mandy, that is the right answer.
Today's episode brought to you by Just Coffee.
Just coffee.
Coffee, all forms. All forms of coffee. Okay, I want to read this statement to that Mandy put in the chat. She said, we can't see your face on the phone, so we need to amp up our enthusiasm a tad when we're on the phone because we lose the non-verbal enthusiasm from the brightness in our eyes and smile. It's so true. So true. We don't know the intention. We don't know the intention of the person we're talking to. I've recently discovered all the sugar-free syrups.
It's
I was waiting for
dangerous,
this,
Mandy. Be careful.
I was waiting for this to be about
it's dangerous. And then you find the little shakers with the flavors in it. I'm telling you, it's dangerous. Just beware. From my own experience with coffee.
Yeah. I hear that. Okay, let's keep listening where we're at. God, this is an 8-minute call.
Wow.
All right, let's see. We'll keep going and see where this takes us. If we want to listen to the whole thing, let's just see what.
I'd love to hear if there's value in it. If it's 8 minutes, I'd love to hear value.
Yeah. I wonder if there's like hold or something. Let's see.
Okay. My first name is Bettina.
I'm sorry, what was that?
My first name is Bettina, Bettina.
Okay, let's try that. I think that's a beautiful name.
Oh, that was sweet. I love that.
That was cute. I love that too.
And what is your address?
It's
okay. And I'm sorry, what was the numbers again?
what numbers?
Uh-oh.
Oh, 129, the house number 1.
This is feeling long and we're even cutting out parts. Where is all this dead air coming from? It's not paused, just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
I'm just having some issues with my address or with my computer here.
Oh. Wow. How long is that?
Should we time it?
I don't know. I'm afraid.
No. Just
Okay.
since you asked that question, it's been at least 7 seconds.
Was there a particular day or time that you were wanting to have us out, or just our soonest availability, Tina?
Well, I know why it's 8 minutes long. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems as though that is a big part of it. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Right.
I think that this call, the CSR, has the sweetness. She's got the awesome reassurance. She's even got the ability to build rapport, which are all strengths. But you can see that without the enthusiasm, without a strong listen, a strong care, without even with that lack of preparedness is what we're hearing. And when I say lack of preparedness, just for anyone listening in that may not be as familiar with what we mean by being prepared, lack of preparedness is what is being communicated.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean she's not prepared. Maybe it is her system that's giving her a hard time. I don't know what's going on her end, but what's being communicated to me as a customer is that she's not prepared. She doesn't know what she's doing. I'm not nearly as confident in her as I was before the long spouts of dead air. And I'm like, the system's not working. Is this even how long am I gonna wait here and wait for your system to be fixed? Right? Like those are the concerns going through my mind as a customer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's as sweet as you can be, right? You've got to have a balance of not only kindness, but also that productivity. Like they want to help.
Yeah, the proactivity, I feel like, is a huge one in this one.
Yeah, I love Mandy said nice asks. She
yes.
Have a really strong ask principle. What we mean by that is she's asking, when would work for you? What's your availability like?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love that. Mandy also says she's very kind. The kindness is important, but it's just a teeny, tiny part of the job. Exactly. I completely agree.
Yeah, that active listening principle. Yep, the active listening. I feel like this was a great opportunity to maybe build some more rapport. We already see that she's great at that. Maybe that would help fill the dead air, is just getting a little bit more into that rapport.
Agreed. Pull into those strengths.
Yeah, absolutely. Use them to your advantage at this point.
Yeah, I love that. All right, let's keep going. I wonder how long this dead air is.
Tomorrow, if at all possible. Otherwise, the rest of the week, I'll be at work and they can have access to the house, but I won't be able to be home and talk with them, show them stuff.
Okay, let's see what I've got. Let me see what I've got going on the schedule tomorrow. Maybe I can squeeze you in someplace.
I don't know how long we should listen to this.
I have an after hours 5 to 7, if that would work for you.
I'm going to fast forward it a bit just because I think we can all tell where the area of opportunity is here.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
I mean, to some, and I know that when we're new and when we're getting started, those long pauses, that dead air, the processing portion of it does take a lot longer.
Yeah.
But it sounds like she might even have been having a hard time finding the customer. And the customer mentioned you guys have taken care of me before, which put maybe a little added pressure on the CSR. But I would at this point, it might even have been less painful to be put on hold.
I was questioning that as well. At a certain point when dead air gets to personally 20 seconds. I mean, I think that's enough dead air to say, hey, do you mind if I place you on a brief 1 to 2 minute hold as I dig a little bit more to find your account? Clearly tell them why you're putting them on holds before you do so. And always gratitude when you come back.
Agreed. And if you know try to find a more positive way to fill the dead air too. That 20 seconds of dead air you talk about, it's like what else could we have filled it with? The rapport, better questions, more narration,
more reassurance.
Yeah. I'm wondering, okay, we're gonna kind of jump through the rest of it.
Yes.
We are still locally owned and operated.
Okay, hold on.
Oh.
Let's hear. I know.
Piqued my interest.
Okay, so nothing has changed. We are still locally owned and operated, fully licensed and insured. I will send a highly trained technician in a fully stocked truck ready to work. Upon arrival, he'll do a quick inspection, take a look at all the different things that you are wanting him to provide you with estimates and get fixed up for you. Before he does any work, and to have him come out and do all this is just $39.50, being as though it is the week. Or actually, sorry, hold on. $79.50, being as though it's after hours for a weekend. But we will give you a call approximately 30 minutes prior to sending out the technician. And is there any gate codes or parking instructions that my technician's gonna need?
Nope, and I'll be home. I totally forgot today is Sunday. I can't even thank you for taking my call, and oh my gosh, I thought it was Monday. So actually, wait, it's today. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Yeah, today's Monday. I'm on service Tuesday. Yeah, so it has to be today or tomorrow. Let's stick with tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I want to pause. That was a beautifully structured build value.
I agree. You were at 5 points of value and I was at 4, so I missed something that you heard.
Yeah, I was the beginning was she was saying it was something like we're licensed and insured, something like that. I can't remember exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just counted 2. So
yeah,
I noticed
there were 6 points of value total in that, and that was beautiful. I loved it.
Right.
I do agree with Mandy. Let's get the last one. Let's just get excited about it. It's an amazing value.
It was.
I want that same enthusiasm that she had for the reassurance principle right here for that value.
Yeah, agreed.
Because it's just as exciting as that reassurance principle. I think value is just a follow-up reassurance statement.
I know, huh? Oh, absolutely. That is so true. It is just an extension. I think the beauty of build value is the value compared to price. Like, I think that's what is so different than what other companies do is they just spout out the price as if price isn't just a metric to measure value. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I really loved this. I loved not only how much value she built, I loved that she then gave the price and that she ended it with a question. The end question was fantastic. Any gate codes we should be aware of? Yeah. And she just kept the conversation forward. What that does is it helps your customer and you understand that this is not negotiable either.
Yeah.
Right. Like the price is what it is. The only thing, and I could tell that she had done this accidentally, but there was also some intention behind it.
Yeah.
What she said was, this is the price because it's after hours.
Yeah.
I would have just given the price. I don't even think you need to specify it's because of after hours. Yeah, I wouldn't have said anything about it.
A little slight hiccup at the end, but that's fixable. We can work with that.
Absolutely. Agreed. I agree. Okay, I'm just wondering. I'm just honestly just curious what the next 3 minutes could hold for us. There's 3 whole minutes left. Okay, I'm just gonna jump through.
Alrighty, and
this is very slow moving.
When we call you prior, what was that, Tina?
It's like I'm just in shock. It's a Sunday afternoon, and you're just like taking my call like it's a regular day. Thank you so much. I really thought it was a Monday. On a Monday afternoon, and it's totally the weekend. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. I am happy to help. Absolutely.
I wish you would meet her there where she was at a little bit more, like that. Meet her. How do we explain it? Like just
her emotion.
Yeah.
The tone.
And she's again is doing great with the reassurance.
Yeah.
Like reassurance is not an area that an opportunity for her.
No, not at all. Solid.
Yeah. And even the appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this would have been a good time for more, like, Mandy said, rapport.
Yeah.
All right.
So you were saying, Lindsay, that's here.
Oh, prior to sending out the technician, for after hours, we will need to collect the $79.50 dispatch fee prior to dispatching. Do we have a credit card on file for you?
Oh, okay.
I have no idea.
Okay, let's just take a look and we will see. Perfect.
Tell me when you're ready. Get applied to the bill, or it's just a separate charge for after hours?
So for after hours, it is just a separate charge, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
Darn it.
I know. I'm like, no, don't say it.
Close.
But there's no increase in like our prices for service. You know what I mean? So the dispatch fee is the only thing that you'll see as raised.
I get it.
Dropping the F-bomb everywhere.
Perfect. So we will give you a call prior to sending up the
All right.
petition, and we look forward.
Okay. Well,
Overall, great rapport, great reassurance. Minor hiccups along the way, but it's preventable.
yeah, I
at
agree.
least.
I agree. She had some moments of, there were definitely some really good, really strong here, and we were able to discuss the areas of opportunity. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can get some more upbeat energy in here.
This is Caitlin.
Yeah, it's just, I got a problem. I was working out here. I just was going to do a little quick weed eat around my condenser, and I caught the red and white leaves. Yeah, I think they shorted, and which means, I don't know, can't get it to turn on, you know. So didn't break them, you know. You there?
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry, I was listening to you.
Yeah. So
He said,
yeah,
yeah.
trying to figure out. So the thermostat, you know,
All right.
Pop quiz.
Let's talk about that.
If someone asks you if you're still there, do they feel heard?
No.
All right. Now, but and in the CSR's defense, obviously, it's hard to know how to interject when someone is talking so slowly and so much. Like,
Yes.
it's a unique situation. Although she was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
How would you? Yeah, tell me what your thoughts are.
I know that it has mixed feelings. Everyone has mixed feelings about the uh-huhs. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The vocal nods.
Yeah. But at the same time, is occasionally interjecting a okay or sure or a few other filler words per se, just to let them know that you still are on the other line.
Yeah, I feel like this is a fantastic example of why you should use a vocal nod.
Yeah.
And when you should. I don't think it's enough to say that you're engaged and listening well. So I think you need to do more after, but I do think it's for the sake of them knowing you're present and you're there,
Yes.
right? Because like Mandy brought up before, I can't just look at you in your eyeballs and show you
Right.
I'm here. I have to do something.
Right.
So you know that I'm still on the phone, especially
Yes.
someone that's talking a little bit longer.
Yes.
I agree. That's probably the ideal moment, opportune moment for a vocal nod.
Yeah.
Is this. What do you want to avoid with vocal nods? And this is, I only know this because I've heard my own calls and I was like, yikes, girl needs to calm down. And by girl, I mean me. I am the type to vocal nod so much that I like cut people off on accident.
Oh
or I
no.
like, I'm like, so I would really want them to know. And so in the past, I'd be like, oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm like, I listen back to the recording. I can't even hear what they're saying anymore because I'm vocal nodding so big. And it's just,
big.
like Tatiana. Be better than Tatiana. You can do it. Yeah. A little vocal nod is great. You don't want it to just be dead.
Yes.
All right. This call has got 4 more minutes left and we are at time just about. So why don't we let's listen to the other greetings, to the other calls, and see if we can get something really strong going.
Thank you for calling. This is Julia. How may I help you?
Julia, this is Ed. How are you today?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm calling to see if we can get somebody to come out. We've got one of our units that doesn't seem to be cooling. It's one of the wall hangs on the outside of the building wall units that we have.
Okay. All right. Sure. We can definitely come check that out for y'all, Ed. And know that's super frustrating, especially during the hot summer. We need that air. So just
Let's go.
just to make sure this is at.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, let's pause. Okay, that's the energy I needed to end on. I think that's a really good closing point. Oh, and we lost Marissa. We love you, Marissa. Thanks for being here. All right, you guys, that's a good place to end. I really, really loved it that this is where we get to wrap up because Julia had perfect energy. I think that she responded really well to the customer. I'm going to put Mandy's comment back up here because she's feeling it too. We know that this was a strong way to end. Julia for the win, always. Yeah, she did a great job. And I would say the commonality between the other two calls that we heard today was just wanting more understanding, more listen. The customer needs to feel understood. So we're going to call that our theme. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope y'all have a good weekend. Bye.